Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Aditya Singh, CA finalist, and today we are going to discuss about how I scored 66 marks in just 15 days. Yes, you heard it right, 66 marks in just 15 days. So in this video we are going to discuss about what resources I used. Actually I have did self-study, so what resources from YouTube I used and utilized for my preparation, how I did learnings, how I did writing practice, how I appeared in the examination, how I used to retain the audit theory. All these points will be covered in this video. So without wasting your time, let's get into video. You have to take this theory subjects, specifically audit, before the examination, 1 month or 2 months before the examination, because if you have studied audit 9 months before, you will not remember anything. And exactly what ICI needs is the keywords from the module itself. So how would you remember that thing which you have studied 9 months before? So in order to overcome this issue, I have made a strategy that I will focus on audit 15 days before. Actually I have studied audit before this, and 2-3 days I have spent studying the audit subject. That I was analyzing which kind of subject it is, what it is in this, and what I have to do, what will be asked in the examination. And in 2-3 days I have decided that this is a theory subject which will demand rectification, and at the end ICI needs the keyword from the module. So I, instead of learning or understanding the concept way before the examination, I took this risk that I will focus on the audit subject before my attempt is scheduled. So yeah, that was the thing with me. So I am sitting with my modules of my examination and concept note, so that I can give you an elaborated explanation that how I prepared this thing, and how I used to do markings, and what did you need to focus while studying the audit subject. So talking about the resources which I utilized free revision videos of Shubham Keshwani sir for my particular attempt. It is also there for your attempt also. He has made May 25 September 25 revision video on his YouTube channel, so you can refer that as well. Now you will ask that why revision lectures, why didn't I bought any paid lectures or live classes? Cause I, in my mind it was fixed that I don't need that much of clarity on this particular subject, because at the end I was aware that I have to learn all the points, and I have to write the keywords in the examination. Currently I am in the audit domain only. I am studying audit in a practical manner, but that time I didn't require any kind of lecture to understand that concept clarity, because from that revision video itself I got the concept clarity, and it was not a rocket science like that I have to take a live lecture for that. So because of these reasons I didn't bought any paid lectures, and I utilized that lecture only. See, understanding is a different part and getting marks is a different part in audit. So you have to understand the concept first, and then you have to mug up, because at the end ICI will ask you keywords. It doesn't matter that you learn all the points, each and every line. They need the keywords, and you have to underline the keyword in the examination also, because you can write related points, forward and backward lines by yourself itself, but in the between you have to underline the keyword. They will check the keyword only. If you have not written the keywords, they are not going to give you a single marks. They will just give you 0. They don't even care. This is not a BCom exam, right? So this is the importance of the keyword specifically for audit subject. Now how to remember these keywords? What I did that I used to make a story or something connection points with the question itself, so that if the question gets appear in the examination, I can write that answer from the by remembering the question itself. So I'll give you an example from my module itself. So there is a question from chapter number 1. If you can see the question, the topic of the topic is acceptance and continuance of client relationship and audit engagement team. So this was the question. The question can come on this topic. I have linked this question with the answer. So from the acceptance and continuance of client relationship and audit engagement team. So from the acceptance, what I did, or what I have made, audit accept करने के लिए significant matter कौन से हैं. I have made a story like that. Okay, significant matters कौन से हैं. So acceptance से accept आ गया, and then significant matters कौन से हैं. तो I in this there are 4 points. In the answer there are 4 points. The first is significant matters. So significant matters came in the story. Now audit accept करने के लिए significant matters कौन से हैं. Team should be competent and capable. So what are the significant matters? Team should be competent and capable. So competent and capable is the second point. There are 4 points. The last one is significant matters, and another is competent and capable. Now going further, team should be competent and capable. How they will? If they follow integrity and relevant ethical requirements. So the next point is integrity and relevant ethical requirement. Okay, so there are 4 points. The first is integrity, second is competent, third is relevant ethical requirement, and fourth is significant matters. So there are 4 points and 4 keywords: integrity, competent, relevant ethical requirement, significant matters. And the question was acceptance and continuance of client relationship and audit engagement team. So from acceptance, what I have made, audit accept करने के लिए significant matters कौन से हैं. Team should be competent and capable. This is the significant matter. And how they will? If they follow integrity and relevant ethical requirements. So like this I have made answer of this. I have many more stories or many more memory techniques for each and every question. There is not even a single important question. For that I have not made a story. So for all the points I have made a story, something like this, something related to question itself. If I'll get the question in the examination, I will recognize the answer, and my answer will start from the question only. So this was the thing from which I used to remember the answers, because in audit it is very important to remember the keywords, and there are so many of points related to each and every points. So you will be confused, and you have to do or revise again and again with the same memory techniques which you have made. So I used to learn like this. If you need further more video on the memory techniques and all these things, do let me know in the comment as well. Now coming to the point, what you have to study in audit. So in audit, what you have to study and what you have to skip, it is there on the basis of the weightage. So you have to focus on the weightage of each and every chapter in audit. For example, I have made all the weightage wise, and I have got something that important easy and scoring chapters, chapter number 7, 2, 11 and 6, easy but medium scoring, chapter number 1 and 10. So they are easy but medium scoring. For likewise, you can also see the Subham Keswani weightage video, which I referred at the time of my attempt, he has given the priority list. So what you have to study first, then what, like that. In a ranking manner you can learn and you can complete your syllabus of audit. Coming to the point, chapters like chapter number 5, items of financial statement, and all the other chapter which are not that much easy to score, I didn't focus on those chapter because I was knowing that it is a huge syllabus in the audit to complete, and at the end I have to remember all the points. And of course I was preparing 15 days before my examination, and I was knowing that I cannot complete the whole syllabus. So I focus on the main point only. So I study weightage wise. So which essays are very important, which essays have the largest weightage. In that sequence I have completed my syllabus. In the starting I also did mistakes that I was making a huge elaborated notes which didn't help me at the end. You can also see, if I have folded this portion because it was of chapter 1. I have started in the starting. It has very elaborated notes, but at the end I didn't studied this. It was a very elaborated notes which I cannot refer to one day before examination. So I stick to the module points. I watched the revision lectures of Shubham Keswani sir. He has notes from the module itself, so I used to mark the keywords in the module. ICI has not underlined the keywords in the module, so I used to underline all the keywords from Shubham sir lectures. He scrolls the module on the screen. I used to highlight the main points, and he used to not tell the stories or memory techniques, not that kind of which is very effective. Some basics he used to say, but at the end I have to learn, so I used to make my own stories and memory techniques, rather mnemonics, not m square c. That kind of mnemonics is very hard to remember. There are lots of points and you cannot learn m and c and c m square m e like that. So that was very typical point to learn points like that. So I did not follow that method. I told whatever I have followed. Now I'll tell you how I used to study from the module and what I used to mark on the module itself. So I used to underline all the important points, you can see, and from the pencil all the concepts are written so that I can get the concept clarity or some meanings for understanding purpose, and all the keywords which are highlighted, that only you have to learn, because all the points which are written from the pencil, it won't that much effective in the examination. At the end ICI will check the highlighted portion only, right? So I used to also mark the attempt in which attempt it was asked. So for example, this was asked in May 17, so like that RTP May 21, like that I used to mark all the answers. This one is from November 19 and RTP November 22, which helped me get confidence that I have learned that question which had already came in that particular attempt. Also you can focus more on the points question. So you have to focus on more points question rather than focusing on the paragraph questions. ICI mostly asks the point question. It won't focus on the paragraph question. It comes on a lower side, but you have to focus on the point wise question specifically. I didn't followed any other concept notes. I focused on the ICI module only. Next point is whether you have to learn essay numbers or not. Of course you have to learn the essay numbers. There are very few essays, so you can easily remember that. For examination purpose you should mention all the essay and essay number and the name of the essay on the top of the answer, it gives a good impression on the examiner. There is no writing tips as such because at the end you have to write all the keywords which are there in the module. Also, don't forget to do RTP, MTP of your attempt, and also do not leave the MCQs part. You can also see the MCQs part from the Shubham Keswani sir video itself. I am not promoting his channel. I'm just referring to you because I have also watched his lecture. And if I talk about other faculty, they used to upload a big lectures or marathon which I was not able to digest. But Shubham Keswani sir video is short and crisp, that it is very precise, that once you go through and you will be able to learn all the points in one go. With this, we come to an end of the video. I have discussed all the points with you all. For more such content like this, do subscribe the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, keep rocking, keep learning. Bye.